Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I am in the ship which I consider to be the best looking ship in the game, the Purifier. Here I'm going to do some T1 Abyss. It's my go-to activity to do in terms of PvE with this ship, which is pretty much the only type of activity I would do with this ship because I don't do PvP in this. Okay, so we'll go here and flip this ship up, and I'm just a bit surprised though, what kind of modules are here? Why are there railguns here? Because I do not like using railguns on this. I like to use an autocannon Purifier. Where are my purifiers gone? I think we might have lost them. Abyssal Pury. Ah, did something go into asset safety maybe? Yeah, okay, it might have gone into asset safety. Ooh, that is a bit annoying. Prefer shorter. 27 jumps away. No, my purifier. My purifier. I think this is because I had my purifier in a station in Nullsec, quite a while ago. So I think what happened is that must have gone boom, went into asset safety here. Oh, that's a bit annoying. My purifiers, they're all alone. We'll have to extract them someday. That'll be a mission actually, to extract the purifier someday. But until then, we're going to have to buy a new one to act as a sort of like a temporary replacement. Nullsec Rata, Abyssal, Cheapo, Abyssal. This is the one that I like to use with the autocannons. Let's see here, Torpedo Launcher II. Yes, this is the good stuff here. I like that. Do we have enough modules? Yep, we do. Good. Well, I've got Barrage. I don't need Barrage. I've not got any use of Barrage here. Shouldn't be having that. I mean, it could be good as an... To be honest, it could be good to have it as an extra ammunition type, but you know what? Let's just leave it. We'll go and use without Barrage. Okay, let's buy all these modules. So 50 million ISK. I was actually quite curious. What is the Purifier fit for my Abyssal runs going for? And it seems to be a bit higher now. I think at one point we was all going for like 30 million, stuff like that. Very cheap. So I think value of this ship might have gone up and down a bit. Not really. 17 million. Let's see. Where's the cheapest? It's been 16 million. So it's not like... Okay, it has been quite a bit more expensive, in fact. Never mind then. Might be the modules that's got on it. Abyssal. Just call it Abyssal. Let's see here. We can just call it Abyssal Pury V2 to have a name to signify the lost comrade we had before. Okay, so I want to check here. Do we have more? Okay, we have some implants here. Doesn't really matter though. So a fresh new purifier, ready to go and take on the Abyssal entities. It's unfortunate that they made it so you can't do Abyss in Jita. Otherwise, what I used to do a lot was I would used to just do some quick sites here in Jita, just outside the station. It'll be very chill because no one bothers to gank T1s, or most of the time. I have been ganked actually doing a T1 site, but it's not that common because usually people are running pretty cheap ships in those sites. Let's put the Caldari. That's my favorite skin. Are there any new skins? Any new skins? Skins. No new skins of the Purifier. I really think this ship looks really cool, so I just always get a bit excited when I see that there are new skins for this ship. The crown and sword is probably a little bit expensive. It's kind of like a bling skin. Like those people who have that kind of skin are usually known to be very rich. For example, another one is the Paladin. There's a special type of skin that is very expensive. That is so expensive it doesn't even go on the market anymore, but it has been previously sold for 60 billion ISK, and I remember seeing it there. It went even for less at one point, and I was like, oh, that's too much. I think it went more and more until it was 60 billion ISK. Now I think it's reached a critical point where nobody wants to buy it anymore. Okay, we could go to Sobaseki. I think Sobaseki is a good place to go, because that is the highest security status we can go to without having to think about or worry about not being able to use our Abyss sites, because you can't do Abyss sites in 0.9. Oh, and we should have not jumped because we need some filaments. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate right there. We'll have to go back. Put some filaments in here, and then we'll undock. Let's go to Sobaseki. I think this is the good system. We also want to create a fleet with ourselves. Go on pilot, form fleet with. There we go. Do we have a safe? We can actually just go to an asteroid belt. You don't even need to have a safe in the middle of nowhere. Or we can actually make a safe on the way there. So we have for next time. Safety safe. It would be nice to have a covert ops cloaking device if we want to do Abyss sites in a more dangerous area of space, but don't really have so much benefit of it in that regard. But the benefit we do have of having a ops cloaking device is if we have gankers on the way out, then we could perhaps warp and actually cloak. Not 100% sure if we will be able to, because we might be a little bit too close to the to the filament, so it might not allow us to cloak, but could be an option. That's why I did have it on the other fit before. 3 frigates, activate for fleet. Let's go. This is by far, like, I really love using this bomb in the Abyss. The T1s, I mean, not every ship can do a solo T1. Even though it might seem like a very basic thing, it is a pretty basic thing, but usually you have to have an assault frigate to do that. There's not a whole lot of ships that are non-assault frigate ships that are able to do T1s pretty smoothly. And this Purifier is actually able to make it just fine. I've never died to a reason that I could not have controlled myself. Like, I've only died in the T1s with the Purifier if I made a stupid parting error, which I definitely could have done better if I had been more aware or more alert. So the concept here is, if you've not seen my previous videos on this, is basically I just Microwarpdrive around and blast torpedoes all over the place, and you're usually able to get some pretty good volleys if you angle your ship in a certain direction so that the explosion sort of engulfs the frigate somehow. I'm not exactly sure how it works, so this is still a mystery to me after many years, but certain angles of your ship allow the explosion to apply better, and sometimes it depends a bit on their speed as well. Sometimes they suddenly want to stop. Like here, I did 500 damage, but I may as well do 100 damage soon. But I've seen that there is a trend that sort of when I turn at an angle, that's when we have these ships taking more damage from our torpedoes. Okay, so look here, we can go here and use our autocannon on the biadaptive. So we can just go here and put some bullets into this cache to open it up. Can we use the autocannon on this guy? We are actually able to use the autocannon on this guy. That's 1.6 million ISK. Not a whole lot of ISK, but it is something, you know. I think that's pretty normal for T1 actually. Short range multi-body tracking pylon. And we've got an armor repair too. You don't need too much tank when you're in the Purifier. You're mainly avoiding damage by keeping at range, but you're always able to rep up a little bit in case you ever need to. And the good thing is that we're doing the electrical side, so we're able to get a lot of capacitor, enabling us to fuel the MWD all the time and allow us to occasionally use our armor repair. We seem to have this particle effect on our ship, you can see here from the tracking assist pulse. Let's get closer to the transfer conduit. Let's lock up these drones. They are pretty easy. The thing that's a bit annoying about them is that it is a bit difficult to apply to them unless you get some good angles like we're trying to achieve now. They're tiny ships, so they are a bit harder to hit. If you're up against cruisers or even better battleships, you're going to be applying 100% of the time. You're going to be doing so much damage. How much damage do we do? Let's check here. Not skins. 597 DPS. It's not a whole lot of damage because we're using Caldari Navy. We could do more damage if we were using Rage. With Rage, we do about 700 DPS. So that's like Gila level DPS. But it is very rare that we're able to actually use that kind of damage, just because few targets are applicable to use Rage on. And then it also takes a bit of time for us to switch the ammunition. So it usually results in me just can't be bothered to switch ammunition types. So I just go and roll with the Caldari Navy and anyway destroy the battleship in a very good time. But 790 DPS, nothing to mess with. I mean, that is upper tier Gila. Oh, we don't need to use the armor repair indefinitely because we will eventually run out of capacitor. Oof, that's great. Just annihilated that rogue drone very quickly. That one that just got destroyed. Let's go towards the biadaptive cache here. 1.3 million, okay. Something. Move a little bit to the side because we're able to usually apply better if we go a little bit to the side here. Put the armor repair on for a brief moment here. Good, so we'll make a little bit of a circular motion here. We'll go around and go towards the transfer conduit. There we go, okay, good. Now we should be able to land a good volley on him. Keyword is should. Come on. Yes, he went down. That's good. Just keep moving here. Let's go for these Lucid Aegises. They're actually pretty easy, these guys. We can get some good volley. Ooh, look at that 900 damage. If we continue getting those massive volleys, then we can just two-shot this guy, but unfortunately we weren't able to do that. Oh, we should be using our MWD. That's important. Important to use the MWD. Did not want to die because of us getting too close. They do a lot of damage when you get close, but when you pull range, it's alright. It's alright if you keep a little bit of a distance. You can see we hardly take any damage at this range. Apart from that annoying escort that's able to snipe me really hard from this range actually. But we're able to tank through, it's fine. I'm going to take out that escort. He's a bit cheeky, that guy. Hopefully we can destroy him. Oh, 700 volley, nice. That is good to see. Oh, we've got a tachyon cloud. 6 kilometers a second is not a safe speed in the abyss because you can get flung out of the arena real fast. You see that we're getting to the border of the arena. We can also get a good distance to be able or enable our ship to land some good volleys. Let's just hope he doesn't get pushed into the tachyon cloud, because if he does, we'll know. 1.1k volley, that's nice to see. What is the total damage here potential? Okay, 4,000. Then take their resistance into account. Okay, it's about half of the damage probably. I think they got 50% resist or something like that. Let's go to this origin conduit. No, actually not the origin conduit. We need to get that by adaptive cache just to make sure we ensure that the loot is ours. Rage Torpedo is in the cargo hold and usually remains in the cargo hold for a long time because I don't use it so much. Okay. This one was 1.9, a little bit better. Still not a whole lot, but I mean, you know, we've got almost 5 million is from this entire run. We could also get more if we went for the extraction nodes. Usually it's more worth your time just to do more sides than going for these extraction nodes because it just takes a long time to get to it. But I mean, you are pretty quick, so you are able to snap up a few of those extraction nodes if you come across them with your speedy purifier that goes 2k a second. So here is some quick T1 Abyss. One of my favorite activities to do as a chill kind of activity, and with the ship I like the most in the game. So I'm happy I'm able to do some kind of PvE activity with this because generally speaking I like to do PvE and not so much PvP, and some ships are not really suitable for PvE, and the Purifier is mainly a PvP ship, but it is suitable for at least T1 Abyss size, and I'm glad about that. So we'll be continuing to do them for a long time in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the Purifier in action. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.